people as we can. So I am now live over on my Facebook page, in addition to being on the News Channel 6 side of things as well. So you can catch me really on both channels at this point in time. I hope you caught my Facebook Live. Over on, well, of course, it's not just Facebook. I'm also on YouTube, but I hope that you caught my Facebook Live earlier when I was on there when that storm was moving through Burke-Burnett. You know, we got the NCAA basketball tournament on tonight. And in most cases, the storm that was moving through Burke-Burnett would have required some pretty significant weather coverage. But with the basketball game going on and the fact that most of what we're seeing here with these storms basically they're elevated. There is usually not a life or a death type situation. So, and that type of a situation, we try to cover this stuff up over Facebook or on social media because these days we can really get to just about as many people on social media as we can on TV. Now there are some people that don't have social media. And we're certainly not getting away from our bread and butter by any means, but we do a good bit of our coverage here on social media. And let's just face it, in today's society, you really need to be on be streaming, because that's where a lot of people are located. So, and a lot of people are getting their information from. It wasn't long ago I did a little bit of a I did a bit of a what's it called? A survey. And the survey was to ask people how they were getting their weather information and getting news and whatnot these days. And overwhelming majority of you said that you get your weather information from the app, and you tune in to News Channel 6 to get your weather information when we have bad weather that's going on. So that's. But there were a lot of people also said that they get their information on TV still. So we're certainly not getting away from that, but we do need to be doing some streaming coverage as well, though, because like I say, a lot of people, this is how you get your Sorry about that, people over there watching me on my page. And once again, I did something I shouldn't have done. I went to another one of those sites that, another one of those links that I posted on my page, or another little scene, I guess you could call. And I forgot to add the audio capture in there. So I do apologize for those that are watching me on my page. So audio's back up running again. Sorry about that. But if we continue to watch these thunderstorms, we are looking at those strong thunderstorms that are moving through the area, especially the ones that are into Wichita. And I'm really watching this storm pretty closely. The one that is currently impacting the Dundee area and right along 277. Those are the ones I'm watching the closest at this point in time. That one appears to be the absolute strongest right now. So that's the one that it looks like it's got the biggest hail. And what I mean by hail, perhaps some nickel, probably not the nickel size hail, kind of east of Lake Kemp, right along 277, headed right at Dundee. So if you are in Dundee, you're probably getting some hailstones right now. If we look up the way, once again, here's our storm in Wichita County. This one's about to move right over Iowa Park shortly, probably pretty close to, probably some rain out towards the Buffalo Creek Reservoir. You might see some small hail with this storm as it makes its way towards Iowa Park, and then probably up towards the north side of Wichita Falls, or perhaps just north of City View into Burt-Burnett and up towards the Cashin community. And from there, it'll probably head up towards Randelette and Charlie and Dean and those spots. Further to the south, this is another one of these little supercells that's, again, moving almost east, maybe slightly north of due east, down across parts of Archer into Baylor County at this time. So those are the storms that we're going to keep an eye on down that way. It's a chance that might impact Wichita Falls, perhaps, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if that indeed does happen. So it's a chance that it might happen down that way. I'm gonna be changing some sources over here on my page. For whatever reason, when I'm trying to get into when I'm trying to basically stream two different platforms. I don't have a way really to put the my weather graphics into the program that I'm using here to stream to multiple platforms over on my site, my side of things. So I can, but there's a little bit of a delay, and that's why I'm going to switch sources over there. So if you're watching me on my side of things, just give me a second so I can put some other stuff. And, when it's live like this, Facebook Live especially, I know it can get a little sloppy at times, but those are, it's just how it goes with Facebook Live. So we're just, we're just doing this stuff and just trying to get the information out to you there and trying to get the best way that I possibly can. So it's that cell that is, and I'm watching the cell kind of along 287, where you see the magenta colors and those pink kind of purplish colors. That's where you're seeing, I think it's mostly small hail at this time. I don't think the hail is that big, to be honest about it. Let me see if there's anything from the Weather Service here. The big storm that produced the baseball size hail for up there in Burt-Burnett has now weakened. So the warning in Stevens and Caddo, Grady County, all those are going to be, looks like those warnings might be allowed to expire. Let's see what else is going on out there. Of course, the storms that are down in Archer, looks like they're moving more east than northeast. So it looks like the worst part of the hail threat might stay just south of the Wichita County line. But that is going to move across Archer County. And if it does move a little bit more north and northeast, and we could see some of that hail get into Wichita Falls, perhaps around 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock time frame. The first cell is going to miss us off to the northwest. We'll have to see if this next cell can indeed impact us down our way. I can expand the radar and I can show you that there's, these aren't the only two storms that are out there. We have some more storms that are also showing up just south, kind of towards Knox City, and it just seems as though they're kind of training some of the same spots. So there's some flood warnings out. Not 100% certain on where the frontal boundary is. I think that the frontal boundary is probably down into here somewhere. and you have an area of low pressure that's also developing along that now and moving due east.